Hello everyone, start off by making this downward facing V shape. Make about 3 of these and now take the backward portion of this, fix it on either side of it as such. Continue to do so. As you can see, it is forming a different kind of alternative pattern. Now as you continue to do so, this is what it should look like. Go from one side to the other as such. Now once you reach the bottom of it, this is the pattern that you should have formed. Now make sure that there are no gaps left at the bottom and make it as even as possible. Then take this green thread and then afterwards begin to make this diagonal stitch to it as such. Do so on either side. Now once you do so, then add a little stem to it as well, and then it should look like corn. Next, in order to cover up this small tear in the sock, start off by making these dots in a circular pattern. Now thread your needle as such. After you thread your needle, go from one dot to the other. As you're going from one dot to the other, make sure you go alternatively so as well. Now as you're going alternatively so, it should form the star-like pattern to it. Continue to do so. As you're continuing to do so, you will see that it slowly fixes up the hole that is there in the middle. Cover up any of this gap that is present and continue to do so until you cover up this gap. Now tie a knot to it once you're done with it all, and then this is what it will finally look like. Cut up the extra thread. Now cut off the sleeve of this and then afterwards make sure that this is what you are left with. Take this sock and then cut off the elastic portion of this, insert it into the sleeve instead. Now as you can see, this is what we are left with, and then slowly begin to thread the needle. As you are threading the needle, then push it through as such. Begin to make this loop stitch out of it where you put the needle through, then wrap the thread around it and then continue to do the same. Push the needle through the already present stitch, then loop the thread around it once again and then pull the needle through. Continue to do this and then make an entire circle out of it. In order to make the stitches disappear, then slowly begin to go backwards and then pull out all of the threads, or rather pull it tightly together. This will automatically make it disappear as such, and then it'll go underneath the surface. As you can see, it'll remain fastened in its place and it will not be visible. This will be the final look of it. Next, we'll start off by taking this jeans pant material and then afterwards slowly make the slit to it as such. Make this diagonal line out of closed chalk to begin with, then thread the needle. Slowly begin to stitch it together. Stitch it along with the main line that has already been stitched. Begin to make these horizontal stitches to it as such. As you can see, we are going from one side to the other, and then we are going vertically, so we are building it up vertically, although we are making the stitches horizontally. Now continue to do so, and then as you can see, it gets all the more narrower as you are going above. Make sure that the gaps present between them are as even as possible, and make sure that it is rigidly put and it is going according to the line that you have created with the chalk. Now as you're continuing to do so, this is what it should look like. Once you reach the topmost section of it, pull it all tight together. Once you have pulled it tight together, this is what it should look like. Tie a knot to it at the back, and now any gap should be covered. Next, taking this turtleneck, start off by folding it over as such. Now afterwards, begin to stitch it up with this. As you can see, we are making this somewhat horizontal stitch to it. And now we are making it almost like a hemming stitch. However, it is this V-shaped stitch. Go from one side to the other as such and then continue to do so. Now as you can see, although we are going vertically, we are making these downwards V-shaped stitches to it. As you continue to do so, then go all the way around. As you are going all the way around, you will cover up any tear that might be present. Now go an entire circular shape out of it, and then you should have formed a design to it. This will be the final look of our stitching. Thank you for watching.